Lui por eso, gracias a la misericordia. This is Sancista Brujo Luis, and the following video that you're going to be seeing is me doing an oracle reading for you. For whoever sees this video, you will see that I will have a center card, and I will have you choose from 4 cards, 1, 2, 3, 4, and this will be more of a spiritual reading, something that you would imagine if you lived like 2,000, 3,000 years ago, and you would hear from the oracles of Delphi, or something of that matter. This is something that you have to focus on spiritually, where you are right now in your life, in your material life, and what the spirits are saying to you at this moment or in this stage of your life. Okay, I just want to say thank you very much to everybody before I begin the video. Thank you very much to everybody who subscribed, and for all the love and for the messages that I receive, the emails that I receive. Understand that I receive so many on a daily basis that I can only really help out as much as I can. So this is my way of doing la obra de la caridad, to giving out to people who are far away, who need help. I will probably do this, I was thinking weekly, but I'm gonna probably do this once a month. Let's see how this goes. But anyways, I try my best. I really enjoy helping more people physically that reside in Massachusetts, where I know I can help them. But I do take clients from far away, and I try to help them come out of this problem that they may have at that present moment in their lives. Anyways, this is just the way I give to my community as a spiritual elder, as a Sancista, Spiritista, Caballo del Misterio, as I give out to my community, la obra de la caridad. So I hope you enjoy this video. If you do, please hit like. If you don't like it, please, you can hit dislike. Please leave a comment. Leave in your favorite social media, Twitter, whatever, Facebook, whatever it may be. I enjoy making the videos. I enjoy receiving comments in the videos. I enjoy making new friends, and I do this with much love, much respect. I hope you enjoy this video. Santo Sanse, Sancista Brujo Luis. Lui por eso y gracias a la misericordia. This is Sancista Brujo Luis, and I'm doing a video a day late to show you how I'm going to read the cards for a client. But if you haven't been following my Facebook channel, not my Facebook, I'm sorry, my YouTube channel, last week I did a reading with the bones, just a simple reading with the bones, and how I would use the bones with this mat. This is going to be a simple reading of how I would use the tarot deck or an oracle deck to divine for a person using this mat. Now, if you're curious about this mat was sent to me by Tata Rob and Alex Goldbeck, and I'm going to send a link in the bottom below if you're interested in having your own mat. Okay, so what I'm going to do is, I want anyone who is listening to this video is recorded one day late. Today's Tuesday. It is March 15th. I'm sorry, one day late. But this is going to be the spirit in the crossroad, the spirit that's speaking. So it's going to influence whatever card you choose. So we have 4 cards. This is going to be the first card, the second card, the third card, and the fourth card. This is the Lionza Tarot deck. If you're interested in the Lionza Tarot deck, I also have a video on my YouTube about it. You can go check that out as well. But anyways, I want you to pick one card, and that's going to influence the reading for you this week. What does the spirit, or who is the spirit at the crossroads? Because this is the crossroads right here. Who is the spirit that's speaking through this deck, and what is the message that the spirit has to say for you for this week? So we have 1, okay, choose just one. This is going to be number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. You can choose from any of those, okay? Choose one right now, and I'm going to turn the tarot deck, and that will be the influence or the spirit at the crossroad that's speaking through this deck right now. I shuffle the deck, and I placed one in the center, number 1, number 2, number 3, and number 4. Pick one of those, and that will be your reading for the week. Okay, so the first card is El Loco. El Loco would fall in the tarot deck as the Fool. And in this instance, it is the Taino and Arawak hero, the first shaman, the first descendant of the Taino and Arawak and Carib race, that shaman, that Beike, that was very wise and very powerful and very knowledgeable about all things in the world of spirit, that after his passing from the realm of spirit to the realm, from the realm of the material to the realm of spirit, he ascended into the level of Sami. Level Sami means level of a highly elevated spirit. His influence is still felt today in traditions such as Voodoo, where he is known as Papa Loco. And right here, Loco talks about new beginnings, okay, new passageways, innocence, young-mindedness, okay, journeys, travels within this coming week, okay. It's the starting point. It is where you begin. You're at the crossroads in your life, or at this present moment in your life. So Loco talks about that point where you are entering into a new stage in your life, where it is about new beginnings, transformation, change. You will make a self-sacrifice in your life or within this coming week to change. The change could be, if not thought out and if not planned correctly, could be a good change, or it could be a foolish change, okay? Because right now you're walking through the world in a state of innocence, in a state of like a leaf in the wind, where the wind is blowing it and you're just like all over the place, okay? You need to find fertile ground to land, okay? To land your ideas and to start new. So this is what Loco influences in this reading today. Now, he is touching the realm of both the physical and the material. Okay, so right now the reading is talking to me, of course, about the physical and the material. What card you choose depends on where your reading is going to go for the week, okay? Whether you chose 1, 2, 3, or 4, okay? But Loco talks about those realms, between that connection between the realm of the material and the realm of the spiritual, the physical and the spiritual realms, okay? So that is the card that will influence this reading today. Okay, so first of all, I want to apologize because I was saying the physical and the material when I meant to say that Loco in the crossroads is walking from the realm of the material to the spiritual, okay? So if you chose card number 1, this will be your reading, and that is El Mago, the magician. And in the Maria Lionza Tarot deck, it is a cacique, a chief, an Indian chief, not so much an Indian chief, more of a shaman, a beike, okay? And it is influenced by El Indio Guiacaipuro. So this card talks to me about you are entering in the stage of that you are learning, you are growing. It is time to study. It is time to learn. It is time to master that which you need to master. You're heading towards that. You see that you're heading towards that. Don't let ideas clash. Learn to accept different traditions. Learn to accept different ideas. Your ideas might not be the ideas of others, but only the master can see the similarities in all ideas. So right here it is a time of studying, a time of growing, it is time to master ideas, to control ideas, have the power of that which is above and below. Master all the elements, which is earth, air, fire, and water, all the spirits from all the realms. You're still growing, you're still young. You will always be learning until the moment you make the crossing from the material into the spiritual. You will always be learning. You will always be growing. So right now you are at the apprentice stage, meaning that you are still young. You're still learning. There's every day there's a stage called death. When you learn something new, the old person that you were dies and a new person is reborn and you grow. Life is about constant growth, constant learning. Do not get stuck in old ideas. Master your life, master your emotions, master your thoughts. Do not let your emotions control you. You control your emotions. Do not let your thoughts control you. You control your thoughts. You control that. So you're still young and you're still trying to master these ideas. Master, how do I go about doing that in my daily life? So if you pick card number 1, El Mago, it's all about mastering, all about. And Loco talks to me that you're heading that way. You're still learning how to master your emotions, how to master your thoughts, your ideas. You're growing and you will grow big, but the road will still be bumpy for you. Nothing is given to you easy. You must make a sacrifice every day on a daily basis. And with blood, sweat, and tears, you will grow into the man. God gives you problems. God gives you trials and tribulations on a daily basis. But these trials, tribulations, don't look for an scapegoat to blame others, but to accept, what did I do to participate in that? What did I put? How did I handle a situation? And what cards did I bring into the table that brought me to that trial and tribulation? Have faith in your spirits. Have faith in those spirits that walk with you, that guard you, that protect you, and that watch over you. This is if you picked card number 1. If you picked card number 2, we have El Colgado, the Hanged Man. Trying to see so you can see without the glare. This card talks about self-sacrifice. So in this card you will find the crucified Jesus, Joan of Arc, the witches who were burnt in the olden days. You will find Odin, Saint Sebastian, Quetzalcoatl from the Mesoamerican traditions. Who else? Ate, from various different traditions. It means a self-sacrifice. To learn, one must self-sacrifice themselves. Okay, so with Loco and with El Colgado, you are entering into a stage in your life where you are self-sacrificing yourself. Your life will be backwards. Everything will seem backwards, and you're trying to make an understanding for things that you're looking for a meaning for. Okay, so you're deeply in meditation. Deeply meditate within yourself. Learn of thyself. Learn from thyself. It's good to have an elder. It's good to have a teacher. Every King Arthur needs a Merlin. But even Merlin always taught King Arthur to learn who he was deep within himself. So this is the time for self-sacrificing. Okay, when it comes with Loco, you are at the crossroads, and you will be making a self-sacrifice in your life, a self-sacrifice that seems hard at this moment. It seems like your world is upside down. It seems like your life doesn't make sense at the moment, but you are self-sacrificing yourself to grow. Okay, this is the time of trials and tribulations for you. There's a lot of trials in your life, a lot of tribulations in your life. You feel like you're stuck. You feel like you're not growing. You're not moving. People have you feel like you're upside down. People have you pegged for an enemy. Pegged for your beliefs or for what you believe is true to you, to yourself. So this is a card. You're entering into the world right now where you will grow. You will have to lose everything, or sometimes you have to lose so much in your life in order to say, I lost everything. There's no more that I can lose. It is time from here that I can only grow. I can only flourish from here. They cannot take anything more from me. Does this make sense? And from this stage, it will come a time in your life when you will look back at this moment in your life and say, wow, I needed that lesson. I needed to go through that trial. I needed to go through that tribulation in order to grow, in order to be the person that I am today. And so this is a card of that right now, or you will be entering into a moment where you feel abandoned, where you feel alone, where you feel no one understands you. This is a time of trial and tribulations. You will look back at this time. Even Jesus, his 12 disciples abandoned him at the time of his arrest. So you will feel abandoned. But this is the time of solitude. This is a time of meditation. This is a time for you to be by yourself, to understand who you are, to soul search, to search who you are as a person, as an individual, to meditate, to pray, to go deep within and face everything that you fear and face it head on. It's very fearful. There's a lot of things that you don't want to face, especially the inner demons that reside within you. Face them and you will master them. You will have control over them. So you are walking into that, but you will walk out, you will come out risen again like the phoenix. From the ashes you will burn, but you will rise up stronger, more powerful, more wise. If you picked card number 3, it is El Somo Sacerdote, or El Negro Felipe. Trying to get it so you don't see the glow in it. El Negro Felipe was a Congolese slave. He was a king in his native Africa, Guinea. And he was sold as a slave and brought to Puerto Rico, where he resided for some time. And from Puerto Rico, he was sold into slavery into Venezuela. And he became a pivotal figure within the Maria Lionza Espiritismo tradition as the man, or one of the men, with him and other Negro Felipe, Negro Jose, with other African slaves who joined together for the freedom of the Africans of Venezuela. This is a time, talks to me of time of oppression, a time of being stuck and you feel like you're stuck, you feel like you're oppressed, you feel like your elders are oppressing you, they're not letting you grow, they're not letting you be who you are. It is time to break the shackles from Western mentality. The whole Americas, the whole United States, we are oppressed. We are living in a oppressed society by this country has, or these Americas has been built and has been founded on oppression, on slavery, on the blood, sweat, and tears of those that are supposedly weaker than us. You feel oppressed, you feel weaker, you feel you don't have confidence in yourself. Okay, and you're walking away from your own inner confidence. You're walking away from your own inner ideas. When you comment or when you say something you feel is true within you, elders around you smirk at you. They criticize you because they question you. They make you question your own inner beliefs, your own inner truths. These are your truths. These are your inner beliefs. Then, as long as they harm none and they break the shackles of slavery of Western traditions, they make you grow, they make you transform, then these are your rights. They don't have to be anybody else's rights. Believe in your tradition, believe in yourself, believe that if you are doing good and you harm none, that if it comes from a good place, if it comes from a good source, it is only of good, and from there you will learn. Okay, so it is time to break away from the slave master mentality that you are weaker. You have a mind of your own. God created us all equal. Titles are just humanly titles. Kings, queens are just humanly titles. And in the world of spirit, we all have an ability to elevate, to become an elevated and an enlightened soul. So it is time for enlightenment. It is time for studying. It is time for learning. It is time for growing. It is beautiful to have a religion, to have a faith, to be around like-minded people and respect the traditions and the beliefs of those faiths. I'm not taking that away from you. Believe and respect your elders, but do not lose yourself. Do not lose that spark of you that makes up you as a person, that unique part of you that is only you, and there's no other person like you in the face of this world. So stand up for oppression. Stand up from those who try to restrain your ideas, who try to belittle you by saying that you are nobody, that you are less than. Okay? Usually a person that calls you less than or that you are nobody is just as much as less than. They're reflecting themselves. Okay? So it is time to uprise. Be respectful of them. Be respectful of yourself, but learn. Grow. Even in secrecies, the secret societies, witches would gather up in the secrecies of nights to practice their old traditions, their old ways. So in times of solitude, this is when you practice your old ways, when you learn, when you meditate, when it's time to break the shackles of the Western mentality of the oppressor. No more oppression. It is time for you to move on. It is time for you to grow. It is time for you to become, you were once a king, you became a slave. It is time for you to regain that kingly or that queenly state of mind, as long as you remember that you must respect all life forces, all those around you, and they have to respect you just as much as you respect them. In order to want respect, you have to give respect. In order to treat your neighbor with kindness, or you want your neighbor to treat you with kindness, you have to treat your neighbor with kindness. Don't think yourself better than nobody else. You are human. You're a soul in a material body. The gross material sleeps, eats. At the end of the day, it relieves itself like everybody else. It has its problems. It has its sufferings. It feels pain. It feels torture. It feels happiness. It feels arousals. So you are in this world with everybody else, and we're all just in a journey, in a crossroads. We're in a crossroads, and this is your journey. This is your life. The last card, this is card number 1, number 2, and number 3. The last card, if you picked card number 4, is Negra Matea, La Fuerza, strength, the card of strength. Okay? It is under Loco, so strength is below you. Have faith in your strength. Have faith in your power. Have faith in that you are a strong individual. You have ideas. Let your ideas come into fruit. Don't rely on others and say, well, I'm not growing because you're not teaching me. If you really want to learn, if you really want to grow, you have to take it upon yourself. Don't look for an scapegoat, but face your inner demons, face those lines within you that are dying to grow and dying to come out, to transform, to become strong. It is below you. Okay? It seems like it's far away from you, but it is there. Your ancestors speak. So your strength comes from your ancestors, from your spirit, from your bloodline. You're following a tradition right now where here you are, let's say you are Native American or Caucasian or whatever it may be, and you're following a tradition that is not your own. This is fine. There's nothing wrong with that, but also respect and honor the traditions and the faiths of all your ancestors, whether your ancestor was a Christian, whether your ancestor was a Buddhist, whether your ancestor was Hindu, an African tradition, a Native American tradition. Learn from them, because from learning from your ancestors, you get to learn who you are as a person, who you are as an individual, and what makes you unique in this world, in this plane, in this physical plane, in this physical journey of life that you are going through right now. Have strength, have faith in that power that makes you who you are. Okay? Even in oppression, even in suffering, we still have hope. Okay, Pandora opened the box, and from the opening of the box came all these demons these inner demons, hate, gluttony, all these other ones. But at the bottom, there is still hope. Have hope. Have faith in yourself. Have faith in your spirit guides. They teach you, but you have to really listen to the inner voice of their voices. They speak to you, but sometimes you don't believe in the voices or the messages that comes from your spirit guides, comes from your ancestors, so you're constantly questioning them. Okay, which is good to question. We should question everything that we read, everything that we are taught, everything that we are learned. We have to question, break it down, digest it, and let it make sense into our mind. How does that make sense into my frame of mind? How does that make me grow? How does that make me develop? Does it hinder me? Does it hinder my growth? Does it help me develop? Does it help me grow? There are elders that are around you that are strong. They are very strong, but they have their set ways, and this is fine. This is the way that works for them. But as you, as an individual, as a person, respect your ancestors, respect every lineage of that tree, every branch, and every root that makes you who you are as a person, and learn what makes, if you have Celtic blood, learn about your Celtic tradition. If you have Spanish gypsy blood, learn about the gypsy culture. Because in learning about your ancestors, in learning about your bloodline, you get to know who you are as a man or as a woman, as an incarnated spirit. Okay? The journey is hard, but we come to these traditions to, first of all, a lot of people come into these traditions, these spiritual traditions, searching help. The help is within us. Elders, teachers, the ones who have been in these traditions for a long time, their job is to help us open up to our connection with our ancestors, not to oppress us, not to keep us down, as many do, but to help us grow, to help us stop that zombie mentality, that a lot of people are zombies, that they can't do nothing, they can't even fart without the permission of an elder, okay? The wisest spirits that you have reside within yourself, within your soul, within your mind. They reside within every fiber of your body. They reside within your chakras, within your auras, within each layer of your aura. Go to them, have faith in them, listen to them, speak with them. They will never lead you astray. If it feels good, if it's a message from a spirit that feels good, that you know deep down in your core that will help you, then it is a message from your ancestor. And by listening to them, you will master them, you will grow with them, you will become strong, and you will become united with your spirits. Anyways, this is Sancista Brujo Luis. I hope you enjoyed this tarot reading, and I hope you press like or dislike if you didn't like. It's up to you. Please share on your favorite social media. Leave a comment. It motivates me to do future videos. And again, this is the Maria Lionza Tarot deck. This cloth right here, which I will remove the cards, is made by Tata Rob and Alex Golbeck, and I will leave a link down below if you're interested in purchasing your own cloth. Last week I read the bones with it, and this week I showed you how you can do tarot readings for spiritual and meditative, more meditation. The reading that I just did was more inner meditation. Okay, so anyways, this is Sancista Brujo Luis. I hope you enjoyed this video. Much love, much respect. Santo Sanse, Sancista Brujo Luis.